Hello everyone. Jojo says hello. Oh, hey. Burp. Nothing like some nice orange fur on your black leggings to get yourself in the mood to make a bunion video, huh? Hey everybody, you're watching Ballerina Badass. My name is Georgia Reed, and today we are talking about bunions. I've had my bunions since forever, since as long as I can remember. Mine are definitely hereditary. My grandmother had them at some point. I would love to get surgery, if only just because I'd love to see my feet look pretty in open-toed sandals. That's one of the great things though about dance and ballet, is that somehow bunion feet are still beautiful and magical. The reason I'm making this video today is because I got a message from a lovely young dancer on my Instagram page, and she said, "Hey, I scrolled through your page and saw that you have the same feet problems as me. I've been wanting to start ballet, but worry about how my bunions, I've had them since birth, will affect me or my dancing. Any advice?" I wrote her back and I said, totally feel you on that. This is something I've been dealing with all my life, and there's lots of great exercises you can do to, slow the onset of bunions and to strengthen your feet so that they're not in absolute agony and pain. And then there are surgical options. There's a lot of great articles out there on the internet and in Dance Magazine and Dance Spirit. I'll talk about those later. I found a couple specific ones that I want to share with you guys. There's also a lot of great videos. And I was looking at all of them, and then I thought, well, I'm going to share with all of you my things that I've been doing over the years that have kept my feet happy, despite the fact that I wore ridiculously high heels for like nights on end at dance clubs because they looked fabulous, and sometimes my feet would be in agony. And I slowly started to realize that maybe it's best to wear comfy booties like these most of the time, and then only occasionally put on the ridiculously high heels that I so adore. I have to go get one, hold on. So, yeah. I like shoes like this. This is what I like to wear. But nowadays I try to wear mostly this right up until the last moment before I get out of the car, like for an event or something. And then I walk in to the event, and you walk the red carpet and you do the step and repeat, and you go, ah, ah. And then you walk into the theater and you sit down and you slide these puppies off. Well, maybe not these, but I can slide these off carefully and quietly and tuck my feet under my seat and do foot exercises while I'm watching the film or whatever presentation. So sneaky sneak. Also, side note, when you go on an airplane, definitely take some comfy slippers. Your feet will expand up in the air in the high altitude. So it's important to have comfy booties so that your feet can just sort of spread, and then you can pop on whatever shoes you're wearing. Even running shoes can be constricting. So side tip. In response to, I believe her name is Rachel. Hey Rachel, thank you for the question. First of all, I would like to just share with you and with everyone the things that I like to do to help with my bunions. You guys know the drill. Always check with your doctor and your teacher, whoever you need to check with, and say, hey, second opinion here. I need to know, do you think that these exercises are safe for me? Everybody's body is different. Just because I'm here on YouTube saying, hey, this is what I like to do for my feet, does not always necessarily mean it will be the best thing for you. Take my advice with a grain of salt. Use what you like. Toss out the rest. I know it's obvious, but warming your feet up is a really important thing. I try to make sure that I do several little foot warm-up exercises before class, and then I do a cool down after class, especially after I've been in, my point shoes for how many hours, and then you pull them out. It's not wise to just throw on shoes and go home. Way better if you do a little bit of PT work on them, physical therapy, whatever, before you get in your car and drive home. A really obvious one is just pulling your feet on the floor like this, right? So you're just getting the toes going, kind of like a kitty cat. Meow, meow, meow. And what you'll notice is it looks like my bone's going this way and then the toes going that way. Now they explain this a lot better in the articles that I'm going to link to later in the video, so I'll let them do the explaining of why bunions happen and what's going on. But what you're trying to do is give these toes space to breathe, because it's like this toe wants to like cross over and under like that, which is really nasty. But a lot of people, apparently, when their bunions get too bad, they lose the mobility in their toes, the upward range of motion, the downward range, and you know, how high they can go up on releve. It hurts for them to go really high in releve. So you want to do stretches for this stuff. So getting the feet going like that, I love TheraBands, just getting the toes going. So I'll put the band right here, and then if you can see, just the toes are working against the TheraBand. You can also put it this way, so it's straight up and down, and then can you see my toes are, ooh, that's a good one. The toes are working against the TheraBand. That actually engages in my Achilles area too. It's important to stretch your calves a lot also, y'all. It's important to stretch everything. I would do these in different numbers of reps, you know, 20 at a time, rest, try and push the whole foot down. And then also, if you'll see, I can keep stretching up against so that the toes are being pulled back gently. That feels really good. But my the ball of my foot is still on the ground. So that I like a lot. Another great thing that I like to do, this one is great. I said great twice. Oh my God, bad speaking. Take a towel, put it on the ground, and you stand up and you pull the towel with your toes. Pull that towel with your toes, pull the towel with your toes. Try not to move your hips or anything else. Try to stand up straight while you're doing it. And then sometimes you have to kind of like scoot some of the used up towel back and keep on grabbing. If you don't have a towel on you, perhaps you have a leg warmer on you, and therefore put the little leg warmer down and grab it, and grab it, and grab it. Ooh, that's harder. It's doesn't want to move, but I'm still getting the action of the foot, so that's great. So I like that. So that's a good one. And then there's a thing called doming the feet, where you want to keep your toes and your ball of your foot on the ground, but you're going to arch the foot. So just the arch is coming up off the ground, but the toes are staying down. So you go and dome and relax, and dome and relax. Now, this is the one that's so hard for me. First of all, I like to just take my toes and get them going with a little bit of love. Ooh, a little crack there, a little pop. And just gently massage them. For me, because of my particular personality and genetic makeup, I have a lot of energy and a lot of natural tension, and it's easy for me to build up muscle and to get very tense. So it's always, for me, a good thing to do less. Very gentle massage. And I'm just getting the toe to go down and up and back, and a little bit to the side, and all of the toes, I give them all a little bit of love. I also love to give the actual bunion, give that bunion some love. Bunions need love too. So I rub it just like that, and getting the blood flowing, getting the ligaments moving and all that, but gently, you know. Everything with love and not force, and that might sound woo-woo, but I truly believe that the more we love our bodies, the more our bodies will respond to that love in a positive way, and you will be able to get more out of your body as a dancer and as a human being.